Hello my dears, welcome back to Let It Cook cooking channel. It's pumpkin season. Today we're making a super quick pumpkin dish with feta and oranges. For this we need pumpkin, chili, feta, oranges, brown sugar, a clove of garlic, a bit of sesame oil, a lemon, pine nuts, miso paste, thyme, red onions, and oil. If you were wondering what the green stuff in there is, I have something here called spicy citrus in a tube. I found it at the Asian store. I think it's pretty awesome stuff. Now we have to see if you can maybe find it too. It looks like wasabi, but it's not wasabi. There's a bit of lime zest in it. And other things like yuzu and other Asian citrus fruits that are made into a kind of mousse. I added a bit of that too because I think it just goes really well with the flavor. If you can't find it, just leave it out. So first I'll make the marinade. Quickly put this in, add a bit of oil. Then chop the garlic. Add it, then a bit of chili. If you don't feel like having chili, just leave it out. Yeah, if you like it spicy, add a bit more. I like it spicy, so I'll add a couple more twists. Then we add a bit of sesame oil. Careful, it's very flavorful, so just a few drops. Now we'll blend the whole thing together. If it doesn't fully combine, if it doesn't become completely homogeneous, just add a splash of water, a bit of liquid. You can also use orange juice to make the flavor even more intense. Okay, let's set that aside for now. Next, we'll prepare the pumpkin. I used a Hokkaido pumpkin, which is basically the pumpkin for lazy people. Why? Because you don't have to peel it. That's why I like to use it the most. Then just grab a big spoon or something you can use to get the seeds out. What's also great is this butternut squash. I really like it too. It tastes amazing as well. They didn't have it there yesterday. I actually wanted to get it, but somehow they only had this one. But if you find it, try it with butternut. That's really, really awesome too. Okay, and now halve the half, then halve it again, and now just cut it into slightly larger chunks. So that's it already. If you want to have such a nice viewing knife, up there is where you can find the knife. Check it out. You really only need very little salt now because we already have this miso paste in there and that's already very, 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 very salty on its own. So be a little careful with that, with what I'm doing now. I'm just putting a bit of marinade over the pumpkin. The pumpkin naturally takes longer than the others. That means I've already preheated the oven to 180 degrees Celsius with convection. Now I'm putting the pumpkin into a bowl, then I'll pour a bit of the marinade over it. It smells so wonderful, it just smells really, really nice. So then you toss it around a bit. So nicely marinated into the casserole dish. I'll put it in the oven and prep the other ingredients while it bakes, giving it a 10 to 15 minute head start. Let's quickly get the rest ready. Just cut the onions in half, a bit through the root. If the root is really woody, cut a bit of it off. You don't want that in your mouth, it tastes a bit weird. And now just cut them into slightly larger wedges. So, okay. Then we'll just use the same bowl again so we don't make too much of a mess. Then cut off the ends of the orange and just peel it down a bit. It's really just good for the flavor. It will shrink a lot during the cooking time, of course, because it's what needs the least cooking time. But we want to have that orangey flavor in there. And now just cut it in half and then slice it into really thick pieces. And add that in as well. You see, this is one of those dishes that's really easy to prepare ahead of time. You can cut everything up, throw it all into the pan, and then you're good to go. and it tastes fantastic. Really, it's an awesome combination. It really doesn't take long to cook. And I've already heard that more and more of you have kids at home who are vegetarians. Of course, this is super vegetarian, it's even vegan. Yes, if you leave out the cheese, then add the cheese right into the mix as well. Today, this is almost a one-pot dish, a one-oven dish. Just crumble it like this with your hands. You can also dice it, but I actually think it's pretty cool when it's a bit crumbled like this. Add the pine nuts. If you don't want to use pine nuts or don't have any at home, just use walnuts or any other nuts, whatever you have. A bit of brown sugar. A few sprigs of thyme. And a bit of lemon juice, just a few drops. You don't need much since you already have the orange. Then we'll add the remaining marinade. Quickly tidied up, now we just have to stir the remaining mixture. Be careful so it doesn't get mashed up. It looks a bit unusual now, but it tastes fantastic, I promise you that. Okay, and now you wait until the pumpkin has a bit of brown edges on the cut sides. It doesn't have to be done yet. After about 15 minutes, add the rest on top, spread it around and underneath, then let it cook for another 20 minutes or so, and then we have a finished dish. I'll show you in a moment how we serve it. All right, my dears, it's been in there for about 15, almost 20 minutes now, and now we'll pour this over it like this. The whole apartment smells like these spices. It's really, really delicious. Now spread a bit of orange evenly. Put everything on top, scrape it out nicely. Now you can stir it a little bit. You can see the pumpkin is not soft yet, it's still pretty hard. But that's why you need to pre-cook it a bit. Otherwise the onion will get too dark and the orange will get ruined. Exactly, that's what you need to do now. Now you make it evenly dense. Yes, so that it's about the same thickness everywhere. And now we'll put it back in again. Yeah, you have to experiment a bit. I'd say probably about another 20 minutes at 170 degrees with convection, maybe a little less. You can also use the broiler at the end. If the edges aren't nicely browned yet, just take a look inside. It should be nicely gratinated. Now, and then we'll have a really nice dish. I'll show you in a moment. I admit I've made prettier dishes before, but rarely tastier ones. Give it a try at home. Unfortunately, I already tasted it because I wanted to see if the pumpkin was done, so I already grabbed a little piece. I'll do it again now. The pumpkin really has to be soft. You absolutely have to eat it all together, so you need to grab a bit of onion, a bit of feta, a bit of pumpkin, maybe a small piece of onion. Careful, it's hot. A little tip from me, wait a bit longer before tasting it. It's really hot, but it tastes super, super, super delicious. Try out this recipe, my dears. It's cooked in 4 minutes. Well, not 4, but let's say 6 minutes. It's quick to prepare. Everyone loves it. Leave a subscription, leave a like, leave a comment. We'll see each other again on Let It Cook, cooking channel next week. Bye.